Jesus Christ. You sneaking up on me now? Well, fuck. Anyway, while you're here, hey, Grubgun, I'm back. And I got something that you won't believe. You won't believe it, but you'll have to believe it, because you'll be looking right at it. I finally got the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Edition bonus stuff. That's right. After however long, I finally got it. After one failed attempt at pre-ordering it because the website crashed because Nintendo doesn't know how to run a store, to the second time where I sat there on auto refresh on 3 screens and finally got my order in. 2 days I spent sitting here from like 5 a.m. hitting auto refresh trying to get this thing. And boy, howdy, this thing's rarer than hen's teeth. Let me tell you that. I don't know how many they made in North America. Probably 1 million. So, you know, I'm in a very, very niche, limited club, as it were. But, okay, so when they announced the Xenoblade 3 Special Edition, they're like, yep, oh boy, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff that you can get with the regular Xenoblade 3 release. And so they released pictures and stuff, and everyone was like, oh, I gotta get this. Me included, because I'm a big fan of the Xenoblade games. I mean, granted, I never started playing them till like last year, but still, Xenoblade 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. So they're like, okay, we're gonna make a special edition of Xenoblade 3. Now, I never got in on any special editions of Xenoblade 1 or 2 because, you know, I didn't JRPG back then, so I was just like, whatever. But I had to get this number 3. And so I finally got my order in on the second attempt, and they're like, okay, well, order confirmed. Good for you, Jeremy. You're a good feller. You put in the time. You are obviously a real dedicated individual because you spent the time and you got her done. Now, there is a caveat to this special edition. We're going to send you the game in July. That's no problem. Well, I got no problem with this. Here you go. It's shipping in July. But we're going to ship the special edition stuff separately in fall. And I'm like, fall? Oh, but I'm going on vacation in fall. Like, what if I'm not home when the stuff arrives? You know, Purelator, they're not too clever at the best of times, which I'll explain in a bit. But you know, I didn't want them just firing it on my doorstep. I live in an apartment. Well, Jeremy's not home. I'll just put this here on the doorstep, and he can pick it up when he finally gets home. No. So I took my vacation early. I left Calgary in the end of August, and I got back 3 weeks later because, like, I didn't want to be out of town when this stuff shipped. So anyway, so they shipped the game, and there she is. You know, it's great. It's still in there, no manual or anything. It's got reversible cover art, which of course everybody loves, except for that guy over there. He doesn't love reversible cover art. I don't know why. He's probably got a little problem up in the old dome area. But you know, they sent me the game. It's ended, you know, in July sometime. They're like, here you go, Jeremy. Take the game. Well, don't worry. We got you. We got you, boy. We'll send you the other stuff in fall. Well, a week after I got back from vacation, I got the shipping notification. And so I was like, yep, here we go. This is great. So, you know, it says it's shipped and it's got into the hands of Purelator. So I'm checking the tracking on Purelator, and I click the address. It's like, see full address, and I click. and it only has my street address. It doesn't have my apartment number on it. And so I'm like, well, how is this even possible? So I checked Nintendo's website, and Nintendo had somehow transposed my apartment number with another part of the address, and there's no way that Purelator would have been able to figure out what my apartment number was by this, you know, indecipherable series of digits that Nintendo has decided is my address. I have no idea how this got here, to be honest. So I go on Purelator, and I'm like, I talk to their chat bot, and I'm like, oh, well, here, I'm just going to adjust the, you know, change the address and update it. So I update it, and I'm sitting here, and it's Monday, and I get a notification on my phone that says, failed delivery attempt. And I'm like, wait, I updated the address. Why was there a failed delivery attempt? So I phone them up, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, why does it say failed delivery attempt? And they're like, oh, no, I don't know what that means, but no. What happens is we just send it back through the system, and they readdress it overnight, and it gets sent out the next day. So, you know, evidently Purelator website, you know, is just as good as Nintendo website. But anyway, so the next day, ding dong, Dell, skip dap doodle, out for delivery, it says. And I'm sitting here waiting. 10:30, something like that, the Purelator truck shows up, and this big box gets handed to me, and it weighs as much as a brick, and I'm thinking, oh boy, this is where it's at, Jeremy. You finally did it. You hit the big time. You hit the big time. You've reached the pinnacle of Xenoblade 3 special edition purchasers, because you have it. Took my address off there. And so oh, this is so good. So I'm going to show you now the Xenoblade 3 special edition. Look at that. Look at that thing. Now, I've already taken the stuff out of here because I want to show you what's inside of it. Look at that. Look at the reflective cover. There's the side of it. Very plain, but it's cool. I don't have any Switch collector's editions, so this is something else. On the back, it's got a picture of something that I presume takes place in the game. I won't find out until I play it, probably not till next year, but everything's got this reflective sheen to it. Look at that. You know, it's got all the characters. Don't know who they are. You know, not a clue. But look at her go. Look at that thing. That was worth $125. Okay. Also inside was this. In a little, you know, there's been a template cut out for it. It's the steelbook. Just what everybody needs. A steelbook for their game. Now, you know, I'm not usually really, you know, hyped for a steelbook, but, you know, why not? You know, this is part of the special edition. So there we go. Look at that. It's the same picture as on the box. I don't know if you can see that, but look at her. She's got a little bit of a reflective sheen on her. Look at her go. On the back, it's got some kind of symbol. Don't know what that is. Probably get explained in the game. Haven't played it yet. Inside, there's some kind of art where you got whatever's going on in there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll tilt her back and forth just in case the glare is getting to you. But there's some guy here, some feller. He's got a horn on his head. He's got here, over here, there's some kind of lady, I think, that's got cat ears. So this is good, the steelbook. It doesn't say anything on the spine, which is annoying, because like if you're slotting this into your Switch collection, it should say Xenoblade 3 on the spine, but it doesn't. So, you know, not happy about that. But here's where the money shot, as they say. The money shot. You got your art book. That's right, fellers and fellettes, your art book. Now, I still have it sealed. Let's pop her open. let's get her open. Look at this. This is the first time. Now, I'm not going to show you a lot of pictures because of spoilers. And, you know, I'll take this plastic off because it's reflective and you're probably getting a glare. Look at that. Oh. Then this thing weighs about as much as a brick. Let me tell you, this is where the weight is. So you got the characters on the back. You got something going on the front. These guys. There's a lady with the cat ears. There's Mr. Horn feller. It says Xenoblade 3 on the spine, which don't know why, because it's not on the steelbook, but let's put it on the book, because, you know, when it's on your shelf and you're thinking, oh boy, I want to look at that Xenoblade 3 art book, which is going to happen. Oh, I'm going to be looking at this thing every day. You know, you're going to want to be like, oh, there it is. That's all it says on the spine. Inside, I'll just flip to a random page. Oh, locations, that says. What else we got in here? Ooh, character development art. Now, really, the collector's edition is, you know, usually just a bunch of shit. Useless fucking shit. Keychain, which is probably the most useful thing you're ever going to get in a collector's edition. No keychain in this. No CD soundtrack. This is unbelievable. The ugly stepchild of the collector's edition. The CD soundtrack costs $0 to produce. They didn't include that in here. Unbelievable. I mean, like, all it was the steelbook and the art book. Am I happy? Oh yeah, fuck, I'm happy. I'm brainwashed by fucking Nintendo to believing that this is amazing. So obviously I'm happy. But, you know, it is what it is, basically. Like, you know, I'm gonna be looking at this in 10 or 12 years' time and thinking to myself, I wonder how much that's worth. But remember, it's only worth as much as some goggle-eyed fucking nerd is going to pay for it. And this goggle-eyed nerd paid $125 for that fucking shit. So, join the club. Club Nintendo. So there you have it. The Xenoblade 3 Special Edition. You got your art book, which is a real fine piece of literature. You got your steelbook, which doesn't say anything on the spine, so it's just going to look like something's been slotted in that doesn't mean anything. That's fine. And that's it. I mean, can you count the cardboard template as something? Is this, you know, something? It's got... No? Well, fellers and fellettes, I hope you really enjoyed that, because I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to really enjoy it. I'm going to pour through that book and look at all that development art, which is really exciting to look at. Let me tell you, like, everyone loves seeing a bunch of drawings of arms and legs and heads. Anyway, fellers and fellettes, enjoy your whole day, and, you know, I know you're probably crying right now thinking, I wish I'd have got that special edition stuff, but, you know, you can live vicariously through me, which, you know, I don't recommend. So anyway, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And always remember, keep your stick on the ice. Fucking piece of shit.